guys, this is Christy from Christi Photography, and I've made a video clip for you with how you can contour and highlight the face to create a more slimming effect for maternity pictures. I am 8.5 months today along, and the thought of being in front of a camera for a maternity shoot was like, you've got to be crazy. There's absolutely no way. You'd have to pay me to have my pictures taken. I mean, there's no way. Who wants to, like, you don't fit in anything except like yoga pants. You don't, I mean, you're not comfortable, you're not sleeping. Why on God's green earth would anybody want to do a maternity shoot? But as a photographer and somebody who specializes in maternity shoots and babies and children, I'm like, I have to find a way to overcome this. There's got to be a way to make women feel more comfortable, realize how beautiful this stage is, and make them more willing to get past the hurdles and do the actual shoot. So I scavenged all over YouTube and found several different things that you can do to feel better. And so I share these secrets with you in this video. And I waited to do my brows because I want you to see how important they are to the facial structure. It's a step you don't want to overlook. So I've got the Anastasia brow pencil from Sephora, and just got this about a week ago. I don't know how I've lived without this brow pencil, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to do it with you so you could see. I'll do it in the camera here. So I'm just doing really soft sweeping motions. And everybody has a different brow shape. If you go to a professional and get them to shape your brows, you can pretty much keep it going on your own by just plucking the ones that grow in. Ain't no one gonna hold me down. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Ain't no one gonna hold me down. And then I flip it over to this side and just make it look more natural by brushing through. Being just a moment. Down to the wire. Would I walk through the fire? So before and after, I mean, brows really do help to shape your face, and they make a big difference. But now's where the actual magic happens. This is the part that's like, I mean, the secret that I think all mothers should know, or expectant mothers to be should know. This is the part that helps to kind of contour the face, bring it in, all this puffiness that you get, all this mess that comes up once you're pregnant, you can hide it. You can conceal it and make it appear to not be there. I'm going to show you how. First, I take a highlighter. I like to do a highlighter before a bronzer or blush because I think it just makes it look more natural. I'm going to take an angled contour brush. I've noticed for me, it takes very little of this to do what I want it to do. I'm going to dust it on my cheekbones, the very top of my cheekbones. I'm going to put a little under my brow. Same thing on the other side. And put just a little here down the bridge of my nose. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm not adding any more. I just brush it off wherever. It's sort of down here. So the next step is bronzer. I have the Rimmel Sundance, so it's just a drugstore bronzer For every day, I use that same angled contour brush, but if you're getting your pictures taken, you really need to be able to put more color on your face because you lose probably 60% of color in camera. So I'm gonna swirl a flat kabuki brush into the bronzer, and I'm gonna find my cheekbones, and I'm gonna put this directly in my cheekbones. I'm starting back here because that's where I want the majority of the color, the pigment to be, and then I'll blend it down. And then I'll put what's left on the brush right here at my temple. And then I'm gonna sweep it down and under my jawline here. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. You can already see a difference. See how this side of my face looks like it's more drawn in, it's more defined. It doesn't look quite as puffy as it did before. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, starting in the back again so that the majority of the pigment is back there, and then we'll blend the color, sweep it down in closer to the lip. You don't want to go all the way to the lip or it's gonna look extremely unnatural. Again, just doing the sides of my temple here. And then dusting what's left underneath my jawbone. I'm going to get just a little bit more on the brush and get this area. Because your jawline and chin blocks the sun from getting to your neck, you'll have just a white area there that stands out on picture. So if you just take a little bit of your bronzer, so at this point, when you're looking in the mirror, you're gonna feel like, wow, I have a lot more makeup on than I'm used to wearing. But take your cell phone out and take a picture of yourself and look at the results on there. Do you need more color? Is it where you want it to be? Keep in mind, try it with the flash. Make sure your flash is on because your photographer is probably gonna have flash. So add more if you need to. When I look in the mirror, I feel like I see plenty of color, but on this camera, I feel like I have enough color on this side, but where the natural light is coming in through the window right here, it's taking it out here, which lets me know that once light is applied to my face, I'm gonna lose more color than what I'm seeing in here now, so I'm just gonna add even more. You're going to be so ready to wash your face when you come home. The next thing that I'm going to do is this is just a really cheap brush from e.l.f. It's just a little angled brush. I'm going to pinch it and put it in that same bronzer. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose and dust it this way. I'm going to get some right under my lip as well. This just helps to create a shadow and help this lip pout out a little. And then next step, yes, there's more steps, is blush. You really need to bring some color back into your face. Your highlighter and your bronzer is just not enough alone. Once you add the blush, and this is another over-the-counter product, drugstore product. This is Dream Bouncy Blush in Peach. I think it's peach satin, but it's rubbed off on the back. It's the only peach one they have, but I'm going to take a Sonia brush from Target. It's a really, it's a nice dense brush here in the bottom part, and then it sort of fans out to a real thin. It's great for cream products. I know a lot of people do their bronzers and stuff with it too, but for me, I really love it for any cream product. I'm going to swirl my brush in here. Have about this much color on the brush. And then on the apples of my cheeks, I'm just going to very lightly tap and then rub it up. And then I'll blend it in. I'm at this like weird in-between stage. I don't know what to do with these. They're driving me crazy. This is the same with the bronzer. I'm looking in the camera and looking in this little mirror that I have here too. Completely different stories for each. On this one, it's like, wow, that's plenty. I look in the camera and it's like a little color. Again, on this side where I'm away from the light, I can see the color more than where it's coming in from the window. So because you're going to have more light applied to your skin once you're having the actual pictures taken, you want to err towards the side of what you're seeing with the light. You can go back in afterwards, and if you feel like you still see some darkness, which if this is for a maternity shoot and you're as far along as me, you're probably still seeing some darkness. You're not sleeping. So if you want, you can add more, and I always go for this Garnier one because it's creamier. I can blend it in better. So I'm just going to tap a little bit there. I'm going to take that foundation brush again. It has a concealer brush on the other side, but let's see. I'm just going to brighten back under my eyes here. I'm just taking soft tapping motions just to carry the product where I want it, so I'm not sitting here rubbing back and forth until the product's where I want it. Can you tell a difference from before and after I did that, how it just sort of brightened the area up?